What it is, what it do, welcome back to the vlog, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Obi here. So I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Still Audi content, but a little bit different. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard or have probably gone through the whole oil screen recall for the S7s, RS7s and S6. I kind of avoided that because what I had done when I replaced my turbos is that I just cut out the actual the mesh on the old version of the oil screen that was literally popping turbos left and right, and I've been running my car that way for a while. But Audi kept reaching out to me saying that there is a manufacturer's recall on this oil screen. Truth be told, I'm trying to get reimbursed for actually swapping turbos. I did do that. So in order for me to even be considered to get a reimbursement for doing the turbo maintenance before they actually did the recall, I have to get the oil screen replaced. So my car now is at Audi of Denver, getting the oil screen recall updated version, blah, 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 blah. It will be there for 3 business days. So I am not anticipating on getting 7 back until probably next week on Tuesday, Wednesday. In the interim, Audi was so gracious enough, and I'm not complaining really, but Audi was so gracious enough to actually give me a loaner car to use while they are fixing 7. But I will say that the loaner car that they gave me, nice car, a tad boring. But I'm jaded from the S7 with all the creature comforts, the leather, the quilted seats, the speed, the power. Very intoxicating. Yeah, they gave me a car in the interim. Well, I can't say a car, it's more or less an SUV. There's a specific SUV that I would love to drive, but they don't give those out on loaners. But anyway, so lo and behold, this is my loaner.
A good shepherd get life to the sheep, leash nice, but nah, he ain't nice underneath. Got a price on the leash, I don't trust when he speak. He sound a real spite for the meat. Boy, I bleed with the best, got a people, the eagle and downs, I done feed with the flesh, trying to smeagol the rain. She believe that I'm blessed, got a speed to the left. All of my clothes, I be eager to mesh, oh no. Might put on a right.
This being a 2000, and what year is this? This is a 2023 Q5 that has a little temp tags on it, so it makes it look like I've actually purchased this vehicle, but I didn't. I didn't buy it. I'm not gonna buy it. It's kind of boring, man. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the nice thing is it is an S-Line, so it is close RS-ish. It's a nice car, don't get me wrong, but it's just boring, man. There's no power. Roof racks on here, you got the brushed silver, I'm trying to find little highlights. It is a good entry level car if you get into Audis. Q5, I mean, I had a A4 S-Line, which I love that car. It was a little bit more dynamic. To me, it was a little bit more dynamic because it was a 6-speed manual, and then, I did all upgrades. I'm familiar with the 204 banger. They can put out some pretty good power if you start getting into them and, forwards, pistons, rods, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah, so let me just show you around. It does have the puddle lights, which I think is pretty dope. Cream color leather interior, which would not do well with my kids at all. They will stain the hell out of this. The infotainment center is fixed. Like with my S7, that is something that you can actually tuck away, which I really like, because if it starts to get a little annoying, hit a button, it goes away. This gear shift lever is something to get used to. I'm not used to that. I am so used to pulling down and feeling the mechanical clicks going into neutral, drive, reverse, yada, yada, yada. This one is kind of like a slap style, if you will. You just pop it back one, you pop right into drive, and then you gotta hit a button for park. Again, a little bit to get used to. I don't like it because it's white. I have nothing against white cars, but white cars tend to be a little plain Jane to me. Don't get me wrong, if you panned it, black and white, yeah, you're good. But just as it sits, it starts out as a blank slate, and I don't really like that. Like, I like a little bit of color, like silvers, the blue, blacks, reds, all the other colors, but just white has always been just a boring color. And the door handles. Yeah, let me show you this. Door handles, and it doesn't have soft closed doors. So my Audi has the soft closed doors, but these door handles come up like that, which is kind of weird to say the least, but yeah, those puddle lights is dope. I do like the design of the headlights. I think those are dope. It's just, chrome. Dude, who does chrome anymore nowadays? Ooh, that's sandy. Shit, that's another thing about Colorado is that after the snowstorms and all the stuff like that, they don't really sweep up any of the sand and silica, so all this stuff is all on the motor all the time, which it gets a bit annoying. Like I have to clean my filters on my car religiously all the time because it's sucking up sand and dust and so on and so forth. I think this one is rated 240-ish horsepower, which is way less than my car. But again, I digress. I know. I've spent time with my car. This is just a loaner, and I'm making an unfair comparison, but I'm just making a comparison because I gotta drive this thing, and it's a tad boring. You know what I mean? It's a good car. It'll save on fuel. I tell you that. Like my car drinks fuel like a pro at the bar. What else does my car have that this one does not? A loud exhaust. This one sounds like a typewriter. Let me show you. This is inside the garage with the door closed. Let me show you what that sounds. This sounds like starting up. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me 1 second here. Don't worry about the shovel in the background. This is cold start, mind you. Literally can carry on a conversation like I'm used to being interrupted by my car. There we go, inside of the car. So the interior, like I said, is pretty nice. You know, things are oriented like I'm used to in my car. The volume. The only difference is that I have a haptic, or not even a haptic, but I have buttons right here for forward and back on music. This one is actually done through the dial itself. You just push it that way. You can turn it up and down. Of course, that controls volume there. Then you can hit that to mute it, or press and hold, and it turns the infotainment center off. I'm literally talking right now inside the car. I don't know if you can see me because, again, like I said, cameras in dark don't like dark skin. Let me see if I can turn the light on here. Yeah, hopefully that helps out. But overall, like I said, the interior of this car is pretty nice. It has grade C leather. It's not as soft as the leather in my S7. This is more of a tougher leather, but again, this is more of an entry-level Audi Q5. The leather on the steering wheel, spot on. Like I love that. I love the way that feel, and I like the steering wheel too. You know, like I think this steering wheel is pretty dope. Even for an SUV, this is still kind of too small for me. I know for a fact if I scoot all the way back, I will be infringing on people's space behind me. So yeah, I'm excited about getting my car back because it's getting warm. Cars and coffee season is going to start ramping up. Car shows is going to start ramping up. Like I said in the last video, I got little tasteful mods that I'm going to do. One of them I'm looking at right now. I don't really want to show it. So yeah, anyway, yeah, this is a quick little video about my loaner and how boring. And let me rev the motor. I'm revving the motor. Can you hear it? Jaded.